not, right now it doesn't seem like we're finding ways to win. It seems like too often there's a breakdown, something goes wrong, and one thing leads to another, and we put ourselves in a bad spot. We seem to be, say, hey, we work hard in the third period, but put ourselves behind the 8 ball too often. Tonight was one of those nights.
Is there anything that you can pinpoint it to? Is it a matter of the fluctuation in the roster?
No, that's what happens at this level. There's going to be guys coming up and down. There's going to be injuries up there, injuries down here. There's going to be call-ups and trades, and every team's going through the same thing. And we are as young as we've been here, and we knew that going into the season there's going to be ups and downs. But as a group, we need to find a way to stay competitive, find a way to find consistency in our game, which hasn't been there lately.
In your role, what can you do?
Probably the biggest thing for me is I got to walk the talk. We talk about playing hard, playing simple, taking care of your own game. For me, I need to be physical. I need to be the hard worker that I feel like is my MO, the reason I've played as long as I have in this league, and kind of make sure that I take care of myself first, be a good teammate, and somebody who contributes. And I think each guy needs to be able to have that competitive edge and be able to look in the mirror at the end of the day and say, hey, I was a good teammate and gave my team the best opportunity to win.
You guys ended up with a good number of shots, but went a long stretch there without one for a while.
Yeah, it seemed like in the second period there was 6 shots or something like that, and we were just sitting back. It seemed like we were waiting for somebody else to get a spark, somebody else to get things going. One of those things where talk about worrying about yourself, like there's going to be penalties in a game. It seems like there's too much frustration.
No, sure. I mean, like just being able to play some games, still get some confidence back, and be on the ice and feel the puck again. I think it's tough being in and out of the lineup, but something that everybody experiences. So you got to deal with it, and just looking at it as a positive opportunity to come down here and help this team win. You obviously over the last 4 years haven't been scratched really at all. I mean, how tough was it to build a rhythm when you were in and out up there? Yeah, I mean, I think it's just finding a way to stay in it, whether or not you're playing or not. You're being a positive influence on the guys, just being positive around the rink and bringing energy, I think, is the biggest thing, especially when the team's not rolling like it hasn't been. And you got to find a way to make yourself fit there and help the team in any way you can. How good was it to get a goal then in your first one down here? Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's not the biggest deal. I think I would have definitely wanted to get the win and help the team a little bit more. But walking in this locker room, you definitely feel that the guys are on the right track here, and you got the right guys leading the way. Is there facets of your game that you hope to really improve while you're here? I think just getting more confidence scoring on the puck, and the guys down here are still really strong and play hard. So I think making quick decisions with the puck and smart decisions as well is something I can continue to work on.
Is it something that you were surprised that you were getting sent down there?
Not really. I mean, I think when you're in that position of not playing and not playing well, as I don't think I was, I think it's always a reality that you could be sent down. And, like I said, I'm just looking at it as a positive and trying to get better while I'm down here.
There was some talk of how long it would be, whether it would be short term or not. Did they say anything to you in that regard?
They'd say they'd reevaluate in a couple days. So again, just looking at it positively. Whether or not I'm down here for a couple weeks, rest of the season, or going back for the next game up in Detroit. So to me, it doesn't really matter. Right now I'm here and trying to help this team while I'm here.
Yeah, how does that work for you? If you're trying to work it out for yourself while you with either team and both of them are struggling, how do you put that into balance with the whole thing?
I mean, I think just playing my game and trying to bring a positive attitude to the rink. I think when you're in a slump as a team, you can get down on yourself and you can get quiet and not talk to each other. I think in this room, we have a lot of good veteran guys who keep the talk in the locker room, and for me, just trying to come in and help produce offense and help win games?
If I had the answer, we would have done it a long time ago. I think I'm a firm believer in the harder you work, the luckier you're going to get. So we just got to keep working hard and focus on some of the positives that we are doing, and we have to learn from some of the mistakes that we're making.
What's the level of compete then right now, you guys have?
Well, I think the compete's great at times, but it's not consistent enough. I think the ebbs and flows are way too high and way too low, and like anything, confidence it can snowball both ways. So, we got some guys that have to dig their way out of this, and we've got some guys that can't get too focused on the negatives. We got to spin this the right way. We've got to make sure that we're thinking right things and playing to the level that we're capable of playing. But for the first half of that game, we didn't play to the level of standard that we were capable of.
And that long stretch, I think it was the start of the second where just couldn't get a shot on net. Was that?
Yeah, first 6 minutes, or until like the 8-minute mark probably. I don't think we had a single shot on net.
So Ford was kind of hypothesizing that people just waiting for someone else to make it happen. Is that how you saw it, or something else?
Well, if we're waiting for someone else to happen, we're going to be waiting a long time because there's no help coming. This is our group. This is our core group. So someone's got to step up and take the bull by the horns and be a leader and take charge.
Is there a chemistry issue that goes on too because of the fluctuations, more so than normal, as far as the ups and downs from Detroit?
No, I think that's the reality of the world we live in the American Hockey League. You get guys called up, before games, after games. You've got a lineup maybe at 3 o'clock that changes once there's an injury or someone gets sick up top. So, right now there's a lot of guys that are getting tremendous opportunity, and some of these guys are letting it slip through their hands, and that's disappointing.
Svechnikov, how's he health-wise? Is he at full go? Is there still any kind of restraint?
Svech is 100% healthy.
What do you think of Hosa?
Pardon?
Taro Hirose and how he did.
He's a smart player. He's not the biggest guy, obviously, but he plays extremely smart. He uses body positioning well. He's got great composure with the puck. But this is a tough league to play in too. So it was encouraging. He scored. It was a great play by Smitty on that goal. But we need more contributions from other people, not just guys that are getting sent down from Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Saw he was on the first power play with Zadina and Terry. What was the thinking for doing that?
Well, obviously he's been on the power play up in Detroit. There, he's a pretty skilled guy, great vision. But again, on paper, it seemed like a good idea. It looked great. But if you can't make a tape-to-tape pass and you can't enter the zone and you can't hold on to pucks, like you can't make plays, a power play is useless. So, yeah, it looks great on paper, but I thought our first 2 power plays of the game were horrible.
Mm-hmm.